In January 1977, Nigeria hosted the Second World Black and African Festival of Arts and Culture, better known as FESTAC'77. It was supposed to be a celebration of black greatness, the largest gathering of African and diaspora cultures the world had ever seen. But behind the music, dance, and dazzling parades, the festival also revealed corruption, waste, and rebellion. Nigeria was newly rich from oil in the 1970s. The government wanted to show the world it was not just Africa's giant in name, but also in power, wealth, and culture. So they planned FESTAC'77, a month-long cultural festival bringing together over 16,000 artists, musicians, writers, and intellectuals from 56 African nations and the diaspora. Imagine the excitement. Black Americans like Stevie Wonder and Sun Ra, Caribbean icons, African poets, dancers, and musicians all landing in Lagos. It was the ultimate Back to Africa homecoming. The Nigerian government spent millions of dollars building FESTAC Town in Lagos, an entire new estate to house the visitors. They constructed the National Theatre, a massive cultural monument shaped like a military hat. Everyday performances filled the air. Traditional drummers from Senegal, masquerades from Nigeria, reggae musicians from Jamaica, soul singers from the US. It was a carnival of black pride and heritage. For many, it was proof that Africa was rising, reclaiming its history after centuries of colonialism. But behind the glamour, the cracks began to show. The festival reportedly cost Nigeria over 400 million naira at the time, an astronomical sum. Critics said the money was wasted, especially when ordinary Nigerians were struggling. Some accused officials of pocketing funds and inflating contracts. Others saw FESTAC as a government vanity project, meant to show off oil wealth, not improve citizens' lives. It became a symbol of Nigeria's growing corruption and excess in the oil boom years. And then came Fela Kuti. Nigeria's most famous musician was openly critical of the government. While FESTAC was being promoted as a celebration of African unity, Fela called it hypocrisy. He argued that the leaders hosting FESTAC were the same ones oppressing their people. During the festival, Fela turned his nightclub, The Shrine, into a counter-FESTAC space. Artists, activists, and even foreign delegates flocked there to hear him sing about corruption, injustice, and African freedom. His rebellion embarrassed the Nigerian government, who hated that while they showed off African greatness, their own citizen was exposing their failures. So what is FESTAC's legacy? For some, it was a historic celebration, the first and last time Africa and its diaspora gathered on such a scale. It left behind landmarks like the National Theatre and FESTAC Town. But for others, it's remembered as the festival of waste and corruption, a sign of how Nigeria's oil wealth was squandered. And for Fela, it was the stage where he cemented himself as the conscience of the people. In the end, FESTAC'77 was both Nigeria's pride and its shame. If you want more stories like this, hit the subscribe button.